I can say that in a way I met her, because my job involved reading a report about her case. The report said that the only environment she ever knew was cigarette stubs spread all over the carpet, empty bottles, syringes, and the reek of rotting food. She couldn't speak. She would just rock herself back and forth. And she was free. 3 years old. She just got placed in foster care because somebody finally noticed that nobody was taking care of the child. And there was one sentence in that report that broke my heart. It said, when adults enter the room, she doesn't react. And she doesn't look at them with expectation. Can you imagine a 3-year-old who doesn't expect anything from life? What does it mean to be an orphan? Imagine yourself living in an institution. Every day people are coming to adopt children. You are full of hope. You think you will be one of them. You stand in the line, you raise your hand, and you say, pick me, pick me. And they pick somebody else. And you see that happening for all the other children. They leave the institution one by one, and you stay there. Who would blame you if one day you decided, okay, fine, I'm putting my hands down, I'm done, because it doesn't make any sense. There's nobody coming for me. I'm an orphan, that's everything I will ever be. What's the use? What's the use of going there? What's the use of meeting these people? What's the use of trying to attract their interest? Nothing will ever change. And I don't need them, actually. So your situation doesn't change, but this time you feel more in control. You don't have to go through that humiliating process of reaching out for their affection. And you've already decided who you are, so this gives you a sense of satisfaction that you were right from the very beginning. So I hope that was not the description of your childhood. But whatever you've experienced, I think we all have areas in our lives where we feel like orphans. Where we don't expect a change for the better, and as a result, we don't even work towards that change. And speaking about expectations, I don't mean getting rid of unhealthy expectations where you are upset because things don't turn out the way you planned, or you are angry because you are unable to control other people. What I meant to say is, if you think you are destined to be unhappy and miserable, if you are cynical and patronizing towards people who try to achieve their dreams and try to improve, and if you think it's a sign of maturity not to expect anything good from life, perhaps you are spiritualizing your own weakness. The question is, what is the truth? Are you really an orphan or a victim or somebody else? Of course, no matter who you are, you can still choose to think of yourself as a victim. That way you won't be happy, but you still can get some pleasure from self-pity, from other people's sympathy, and you can get some excuse from responsibility. If, on the other hand, you decide, okay, I'm wounded, but I'm not building my life around it, you can choose to ignore that voice that tells you, you are all alone, you shouldn't be thinking about other people, you shouldn't care about them because they don't care about you. You shouldn't be thinking only about yourself. Imagine how your life would change if you woke up every day thinking, I'm not an orphan, waiting for somebody to finally welcome me into the family. I'm already in the family. And the parents in that family are not controlling, are not overly critical. They don't treat you like a child. They tell you, listen, we've told you how to love, how not to hurt yourself and other people. We've given you freedom. Be creative. Live. We are happy to see the way you want to give yourself. This Sunday, we meditate John 14, verses 15 to 21. If you love me, you will obey what I command. And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another counselor to be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. Before long, the world will not see me anymore, but you will see me. Because I live, you also will live. On that day you will realize that I am in my Father, and you are in me, and I am in you. Whoever has my commands and obeys them, he is the one who loves me. He who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I too will love him and show myself to him. Aha! A commandment. I knew it. A condition for unconditional love, right? Before we jump to conclusions, let's think what the basic commandment is. It's love your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. This is actually a security measure. This prevents you from becoming an orphan. Why? Because if you feel like an orphan, one of two things happens. You either think you are worse than other people, so you idolize them, you put them on the pedestal, you put them in the position of God, and you love them with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, but in an unhealthy way. Or you go to the other extreme, because you think that you cannot rely on anybody, that nobody cares for you, you become your own God. And you can go into the direction of narcissism. Must I tell you that it's not healthy? So either way, don't be an orphan, because you are not. You are not alone. You are a member of the family. And think what wonderful things you could do with your own life if you realized that you have your parents' blessing. That's what we'll be meditating on this Sunday at 10 p.m. Central European Time. Remember about the meditation. See you in the evening. Bye-bye.